Hello, welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm a dirty son of a gun.
And today we're taking a look back at Red Dead Revolver, which came out in 2004, originally on the Xbox and PlayStation 2. Also now available on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. Of course, developed by Rockstar San Diego and published by Rockstar Games and Capcom in Japan. This is, of course, a Western action-adventure third-person shooter and is also the first game in the Red Dead Redemption series.
Yeah, this is where
and there's Red Harlow. Iain, did you ever play Red Dead Revolver as a fan of the Red Dead Redemption games?
No.
What?
No, I did not, Gary. I remember when this game first came out. I think our friend Andy had it on the Xbox, and you were playing Gun, I believe, at the same time. I believe these two games had come out
Around the same time,
quite close
maybe.
to each other.
Yeah.
You know, and I was watching you go through Gun and thought that was kind of a good game, but I was never really mad into westerns.
Yeah.
And then obviously Andy was playing Gun, and I was just like, oh man, I can't get into a western. No,
You were not a big fan of Western games at the time?
I just wasn't. You know me. I'm a Doom kind of guy. You know, just give me a big old shooter. And so when I was watching when I was playing this, I think also Call of Juarez at the same time.
Yes, I was enjoying both Call of Juarez. There was quite a few of the Juarez games.
Weirdly, as I'm saying this now, obviously as I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online, like sadistically, I look back at this one and I'm like, oh, how far it's come.
Yes.
Yeah,
you just in terms of the graphics, in terms of the animations, in terms of the storytelling.
Rockstar have built themselves a legacy, mate.
Yes.
They really, when this game came out, I didn't think it was ever going to do well. I thought Gun was actually the superior game.
I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, but I liked my westerns to be a little bit gritty and a little bit more realistic.
You love the character developments and the stories behind them.
Yes, yeah. Now, well, this game went through development hell. It was a joint production between I think it was Angel Studios and Rockstar.
Yeah.
And Capcom was sort of the overseers. And Capcom wanted the over-the-top arcade sort of silliness, whereas Rockstar were just like, no, we want gritty realism.
Yeah.
And because they couldn't really decide on what to go for, Capcom cancelled the game.
Wow.
They were just like, stop making it.
Yeah.
And then I think Take-Two Interactive purchased Angel Studios, and which became Rockstar San Diego.
Yeah.
And then the game was released the following year. Because then obviously Rockstar had the rights to Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah.
And they literally tried to take out what Capcom had put into the game, which was the silliness, the arcadiness.
Yeah.
And tried to bring it back to a more realistic, approach. But then they needed to release the game as well. And so they couldn't really, retcon what was already done into the game.
Yeah.
So the game still has a lot of the sort of slapstick silliness that's there, coming from the the cartoony sound effects of ricocheting bullet sound effects, to the silliness of some of the characters that you fight. Like there's a level where a bunch of clowns in clown makeup suit get off off the truck, and it's got silly noises like the big red horn noises, the honking noises, and it's just like, what am I playing? Is this a western? What is this? And so it is, silly.
Well, yeah, but that has kind of become the benchmark for Rockstar games, isn't it?
They have moments of it.
Every Grand Theft Auto game has a crazy character moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly have never done the story for any of the Red Dead Redemption games, even though I'm playing online at the moment. I'm playing my own story, but even playing online, I've come across crazy NPC characters.
Yes.
When I was watching you play the game, and I saw you interacting with some of the real life characters in the story mode.
Yeah.
The Rockstar they want the best kind of acting to develop over, don't they? You know,
Yes.
some of the dialogue doesn't work all the time brilliantly. But like with this opening, you know, I'm the son. My dad's being attacked. I want to get up there and obviously rescue him.
Yeah.
Because that's how the game's...
Yeah, I mean, you play as Red, and you will eventually become a bounty hunter, and you'll be seeking revenge for the death of both of your parents during this opening level. And Red Harlow, you know, is the character that you play as in this, and if you look at him, he's got kind of scars on the side of his face.
Yes, he does kind of look a bit familiar,
looks a little bit like John Marsden.
John Marsden.
Of course, it's a completely separate character, although John Marsden is kind of based on Red Harlow's character.
Yeah.
They are two separate characters. Yeah, I know you've not played the story, but in Red Dead Redemption 2, and there's a certain area in the game you go to, and you'll bump into a stranger who will mention Red Harlow. And that is like the first time that this game has ever been referenced in a Red Dead game. Although some people like to think that there's certain characters that may have crossed over. Although it's kind of speculation and theories, really.
I mean, you're going to kill most of them. Most of the bad guys in the story are going to die because...
I just think it's funny that you become the bounty hunter in this game, and that when you get to Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, it's just like, there's not so many bounty hunter missions available anymore. Like, somebody's done them all already.
Yeah. Oh, he shot me in the leg.
And so this mission pretty much serves as a tutorial as to what the rest of the game is going to be like. You know, you've had your first little gun shootout, practicing with the gun. Now you're going to shoot some enemies. The story's going to unfold, and then the next thing you really need to learn is how to have showdowns.
Well, that was it. I mean, there'd not actually been any really good Western games up to this point, had there?
Not really. I mean, I always considered, for me personally, Gun was like the first great Western game.
Yeah. Like I said,
that came out at the end of the Xbox life cycle, and then was re-released on the Xbox 360, you know, in an HD form.
Yeah.
And this game, I think, is pretty much the same.
But I mean, I remember seeing this come out. And like we said, it's just started this whole lineage of
westerns,
of westerns, and opening up this whole massive world that you can do stuff. Like, I remember one of the big advertising draws up for this game was using the analog stick for showdowns.
Yes,
you know, when you're stood in a town, you pull down on the stick and then you push it back up to be able to shoot.
Yeah, but it's like when you pull back on the analog stick to release it, that's when your character's hand reaches for the gun and draws.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and so it's quite novel. It's one of the first times it's been done in a game. Although it's, you know, once you're playing the game now, you're just kind of like, it's kind of like the norm. You just like there's nothing too special about it.
You're like, oh man, this is like level 1, you know, Deadeye.
This is basic, right?
But for its time, you know. We needed a Western, and a gun wasn't actually doing all of the special abilities though as much as this, was it?
No.
I mean, this had the Deadeye Matrix, Mad Max
slow-mo,
kind of slow
Max Payne, you mean?
Yeah, Max Payne, Mad Max.
Yeah.
Now, there, friend.
The story in this game, it's broken up into cut sequences like this. Where it's kind of comical. You also get some decent voice acting as well. But it is again, keep using that word, it is a bit silly, but it's because it doesn't have the depth that Red Dead Redemption is known for in terms of storytelling, where it's it's masterful, but this is the building blocks for it, because without this game you wouldn't have the Red Dead Redemption games. Rockstar perhaps maybe would have never even delved into the Western genre after the success they had with Grand Theft Auto and their love for vehicular combat. Although, oh wow, throwing knives.
Yeah, throwing knives. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Who brings a knife to a gunfight?
So this is another great. It's in the bone. It's in the bone. I love the fact that where you hit enemies, they react to where you hit them. So if you hit them in the legs, they start hopping. If you keep shooting them in the feet, and it's the early games. It's the ones that you first notice implementing it into it, which then has just become the industry norm for all shooting games.
Press square again to cover, so you got.
So you're back in tutorial mode again.
Yeah. Can I get him?
I think
No.
you'll-
Fire. Oh,
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. See, even though we say it's kind of silly in places, when you pull off those,
the gameplay is unchanged. I mean, I would suggest now you get your rifle out and then zoom in.
was it to zoom in?
I think it's the right analog stick pressed in.
Right analog stick.
There you go. I mean, it's not a massive kind of zoom in. It's kind of a slow, gradual.
Yeah,
but
like you're concentrating. Though.
Yes, yeah.
That's always the beauty of the Red Dead games. I mean, like I said, that's why I'm playing online so much. Is the depth the depths the games will go into, where I had to obviously end training section, where I had to obviously I'm concentrating, zooming in onto that, and I'm waiting to obviously shoot that guy. Where now I'm just gonna get my pistol out and blast you in the nuts. Yeah, that's more ammo. Shoot you in the head. Why has everyone got to start shooting with me? People have always got to start shit.
So the game hasn't given you Deadeye mode yet, which I think is coming.
This is my first butcher.
Yep, here we go. Time to learn Deadeye.
Okay, learn the art of Deadeye. Now, I remember using the joystick was incredibly difficult, so please bear with me.
It's not that difficult.
Well, then we'll say that if I pass you the joy button. Okay, draw your gun with L1, yep, okay. When you have one or more Deadeye bars, yep.
Yeah.
Nope. That one, there we go.
There you go, and so you
bang. Right
you just basically move the reticle all the way around different until you lock onto up to 6 targets, and then you press the shoot button again.
Oh yeah, no, this one's the easy one. It's the joystick one. I always had.
It's the showdown.
The showdown. The joystick I always
okay.
had time with. No, I can shoot people with that. I can target them in the face with that.
Yeah.
See, all these guys are fucking dead too. Oh, okay. That's Butcher family, are you? You guys look
the character
friendly.
models, yeah. And so they're all mini bosses in a way. They've all got their own big health bars that you can see.
In the face. There we go. Right in the face. Again.
You got him. You just got to shoot him multiple times.
Oh yeah.
They've all got
knows his health bar.
Yeah.
Blam blam blam. 6
so,
shoots.
from Tom are nearly done.
Yeah. Oh, reload. What is the reload button? Is it square to reload? Because I'm trying to reload.
I think it's circle to reload.
No, right, okay, I'm going to smack you with a pistol. Bang.
You can also... Oh, very nice. I think you there is also melee, which is circle as well, which is the punch.
Yeah.
It's not the most accurate for fist fighting.
Triangle is to reload when you're outside of aiming. That's how you do that. Come on, old boy.
But of course, if you do need to reload or if you do run out of ammo, there is an attack that you have. But I think this game feels like, after playing it, they added the melee option just so that you could have a bar fight for the bar fight level.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at the same time, your enemies get really, really close.
Yes.
You know, you can tell the AI has gradually gotten better over time. Where these guys just ran at me, and I just kind of picked them off in the kneecaps and in the arms. Where
the AI in the game is not the best.
No, but they would work on that to the point where you have shootouts nowadays where the guys are behind cover and you have to really concentrate using your Deadeye.
Yeah.
But then you waste it and all of a sudden you're in a lot of fucking shit.
For sure.
Bloody Tom is dead. Now, this game also had the multiplayer mode.
It did have versus multiplayer, though it wasn't online multiplayer.
No,
it was literally like system link split screen.
Yeah. which was a new kind of dynamic for Rockstar to go in.
Yes.
Where they're just like, okay, normally we're just a single player.
But again, it kind of resembled, Capcom's early build of the game with its over-the-top silliness, where there is literally a multiplayer character that can fly. Literally, has a jacket which just lets them fly across the map.
What, that's in this game?
In this game. Exactly. And it's just like, what is this?
That's amazing.
It's just zany.
Yeah, you need that zaniness.
Now, one thing about this game, of course, which is drastically different to any of the other Red Dead games, is that I don't know if you can skip the cut sequence.
Yeah, I'll try that. Yep.
That each of the it's not open world like Red Dead normally is.
Yeah.
That each level is literally kind of like an arena.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I just come in and it's already a shootout.
Yes. Yeah. Now, look, we are running this currently on a PlayStation 2 emulator. Sometimes the cut sequences don't play correctly.
Right.
And most of the time they do. I don't know why it's not working at the moment, but anyway. And so, most of the levels are just arenas. You complete the level and then you have a cutscene. You have a
couple
bit
more
of dialogue,
people turn up.
and then it's the next shootout.
Yeah.
There's a couple of instances where you're just like, you're in a small town and you get to walk around and talk to people,
Yeah.
but you're not really doing very much. You know, after a couple of minutes, you're like, okay, next level.
Yeah.
You know, and it is all broken up into chapters and levels. And the whole game can be completed in about 3 to 5 hours.
I think that's another reason why I didn't play this one, and why, we did spend a lot more time playing Gun, because Gun had the whole
Horseback riding around.
riding.
I mean, there is horseback riding around on this, but it's very linear still.
Yeah, where Gun had a map.
Yeah.
And you could interact with
Ride
all
around
different
treasure
people,
hunting and
bounty hunting and things like that. Where when I came to Red Dead Revolver, like you said, it was just level after level, and I'm like, I'd rather play Gun. And then when I got back to Gun, I was kind of missing Red Dead Revolver because of, I know we're messing around, but the silliness, the zaniness.
Yeah.
You know, the Deadeye, the bullet time. There was just something that made me want to come back. And I suppose that's why this Rockstar just went, well, look, we need to work on that.
Yeah.
Look, we'll take what Gun did really well, which was the open worldness, and we'll just adapt it to our own kind of.
I also just think that Gun had the better voice actor talent behind it as well.
Didn't some of them come to some of the later Red Dead games?
No.
Oh.
No.
We should totally get what's his name from Child's Play, because he was in Gun, wasn't he?
Brad Dourif, yeah.
Brad Dourif was playing with the bad guys. Right, okay. Is this the one?
So here we go, Ian, with your showdowns.
Right, okay. Grab the back on the stick. Yeah.
Right now, it's just
pull back and then press forward on the right stick, and then you're supposed to hit right bumper. Is it right bumper?
So press X to advance, and it'll tell you.
Use the right analog stick to move.
Move your cursor over the enemies. So
right, cool. We'll choose
press X to advance again.
Yeah, poor shot yellow, hit to red, right, critical shot. Okay, wow, this is in Red Dead Revolver. Okay.
Yeah, now just start marking targets. Yeah, now fire.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, right, okay. So
it's not that difficult.
No. You know what's difficult about it is that you spend your whole time running around holding left bumper and firing with right bumper.
Yeah.
Okay, but then in the showdown mode, you have to pull the joystick down, pull it up, lock on with all the right bumper, and then fire with the right trigger.
Yes, yeah.
And this is on a joypad, where on a PS2 joypad, it was obviously a different bumper, so it always threw me off because I'd lock and then I'd miss firing. Right. So, who am I fighting? Oh, this guy. Okay. Have I got any Deadeye? No, I haven't got any Deadeye. Oh,
you got 2 bars, I believe. He keeps running inside and running back out of different. I think he keeps running out of different locations as well.
Bang in the face. Right, reload, because there's more guys now. Okay, now see, it's a lot to take in at the moment because you have to reload while not locking on.
Yeah.
And you might as well just keep your gun out at all times because you move at the same speed. There's no point.
No. And plus, you can also dodge roll as well when you've got your gun aimed.
Yeah, doing dodge. Oh, trying to hit me there, partner. Partner, got you in the gut. Yeah, I do like the little animations where you do hit them in the spots.
And they recoil from the shots.
Okay, here comes the sheriff. Wow, look at the size of that guy. He looks like Bluto from Popeye.
Right. This guy can be pretty annoying because he's going to pick up the sheriff now and use him as cover. And so now you need to be careful with your shots.
Right.
So yes, using Deadeye would be helpful.
Stuns him, puts him down.
Yeah, now put some rounds into him because he's going to go pick up the sheriff again.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm going to run around here. Come on. Oh.
Try and shoot that gun arm.
Yep.
Oh, very good. Got more Deadeye.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, right. Okay.
Finish him.
Shoot it. Keep shooting him. Yeah. He's dead. No.
Yeah,
I thought he was dead. Okay.
Your best bet is to hit Ugly in the face.
Deadeye. Oh, shot him right in the face. Either that or shot Sheriff in the ass.
Oh, man. Shoot him in the feet or shoot that arm off.
Okay, some enemies will only take damage when they're stunned. Right, there's no more enemies, so I can't use it. Bar. Okay. Right, I'm going to get it.
You can do it.
Yeah, stand still. There we go. I had to wait for him to stand still when he's moving. It's dangerous.
So I think now that you've done this level, you're going to be moving on to a level which actually gave me quite a bit of frustration.
Okay.
And it's a train level.
Oh.
Now, at first I was kind of surprised because, I'm on the train and I got knocked off the train straight away.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get knocked off. I kind of ran off the train. Just like, I was trying to move down the train. I just walked off the side of it. And I was immediately expecting just to be dead, game over, restart the level.
Right,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, actually, the train was moving slow enough that you're able to quickly jump back on the train. Which I was like, okay, so I'm still on the level, still carrying on.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it gets to a certain point where you're working your way to the back of the train. You kill all the bad guys.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to a cut sequence of this woman screaming, which I've heard over and over and over again, where you need to get all the way back to the front of the train because the engineer is being shot at by more bad guys.
Yeah.
So you have to run all the way to the front of the train. But in order to get to the front of the train is at this point in time going through all these obstacles where there's signposts or platforms which are just above the top of the carriage. So you've got to move to the left of the carriage, move to the right of the carriage, jump over a platform, duck underneath the sign, and you get hit by enough of them, and you just get you get killed over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think that's another reason why
So
the level is
frustrating and so infuriating. But there's also a few boss fights. I think it's like Fish Joe. It's one of the boss fights that I got to in the game, and it just beat me constantly. It's taken me like 15 attempts, and I was just like, I can't do it. Like, what am I doing wrong?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was this or Call of Warriors where there's a stupid jumping section.
Yes,
where you're trying to chase a boss up a cliff or something.
Yeah, and it's like a timed event. They're throwing. There's other frustrating moments in the game where enemies are throwing dynamite at you.
Yeah.
And it blows you up, and you end up in a sort of a triple roll animation. It takes you so long to get out of the animation loop that by the time you do stand up, you're hit by the very next blast,
and
which sends you into the same animation loop. So once you've been hit by it once, you're caught in an endless loop for the next 20 seconds before you eventually die. And it's just like, just kill me now. Let me try the level again.
Yeah.
And so those are the most frustrating parts. Now, as you've mentioned, these showdown bits.
Look at his knee.
His knee's
trembling in
yeah.
fear. Okay, right.
Now, let's see. These early showdowns, I'd say, are quite easy.
Yeah.
Because, you're up against, basic opponents. But towards the end of the game, you get those that will quick draw quicker than you. And not only that,
I missed it.
They'll be behind cover.
Yeah.
Which means that they've got a table in front of them or a barrier, so that you have to wait until you get the gun up past waist high before you can start shooting, whereas they're already shooting at you.
Oh man, I've got to talk to fucking everybody again.
You don't really have to talk to anybody, I don't think.
Well, I mean, I was trying to activate it, and
Okay.
obviously, I'm the only way I managed to activate it just a minute ago.
Just by just talking to everyone.
Or,
I don't know
unless you got to wait for the tunnel for when the bandits come along. But
maybe. I don't remember. Kind of shot this guy straight away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Does this guy look like a zombie?
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with his face?
I don't know.
The guy behind him's kind of synchronized as well, moving too. I told you, it was that whole joystick action. Like, it's so fucking frustrating. I mean, I don't know if when you look back at when I pulled, then I moved too fast, so I didn't even pull my gun.
Right.
So then I managed to quickly pull my gun. I shot him in the face, but it didn't kill him.
Yeah.
I had to just friggin' stand there and let him shoot me.
One other complaint I do have for the game is the bullet sponges of the enemies.
Yeah.
Especially the bosses, where you're just like, I've shot this guy 30 times with a shotgun. How is he still alive?
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
Dead,
It is more of an arcade game in that respect.
Oh, right, okay.
So the bandits attack the train.
Yeah, I know, bitch, I know. Okay, leg quivering.
I don't know who's more scared, Ian.
Right, yeah. Right, so... Okay.
Remember to breathe. And draw. And go.
Bang, bang.
Oh, where are you going?
I
Where are
missed.
you going?
I missed. I missed again. I missed again. I missed again. Stop swinging the joystick. It's fucking... Right, okay. You're going then, Mr. fucking Josie Wales there. Go on. Yeah, just quickly fucking... I'll tell you, I think we're just waiting for the tunnel to come along for the bandits, but I don't know if that only comes along after you talk to X amount of people, so that he'll then get up and say that it's a robbery.
Right.
That guy there, fucking asshole. But like I said, this is one of the reasons why I never did Red Dead Revolver, was because I could never get past those stupid quick draw events.
Yeah.
And then I think I remember when Red Dead Redemption came out, And you were real excited about it because after Gun there had been nothing else.
Nothing, yeah. It was
you
a
know, and there
drought
was
of Western games. There was the Call of Juarez games, but they started to drop in quality.
Yeah, but there was this big announcement of a Rockstar open world cowboy game. You were screaming about it, and I'm like, shit, those showdowns are gonna come back. The Deadeye. Oh man, I'm not gonna. No. I'm glad they haven't brought it back into
the recent Red Dead games.
It would be fun, I suppose, but only keep it as one shoot button.
Right.
You know, because when I pull down and pull up, it just seems to automatically go up.
Yeah.
So yeah, blast them for me, Gary. Just. Okay, fine. I'm definitely missing something.
I think so. That was pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's just, he's got no cover. He's really slow on the draw.
Yeah.
So it gives you plenty of time to just kapow.
But when you pull down on a joystick and then pull it up, it will just keep going up. Won't
it will do, yes.
And
but
if
you do get some control over it.
But not much. And I think that's the thing. I've always. Because I'm trying to move it around as well, and the joystick is just moving on its own.
Yeah.
That I mean, you missed one lock on, but you got all the other three, and mine's like click, 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 boom, boom, boom. Now you got to get across a train.
Yeah. This is quite a difficult stage for me. Although after a bit of practice, I managed to do the train bit no problem. I just literally, instead of shooting at anybody, I just ran past everybody.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, in the face.
I've got the knives out. I don't want the knives.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's how you know you got a headshot when the hat goes spinning off. But,
no, there we go. See, I thought I'd be dead, and it's just like, no, quickly jump back on the train.
Get back on the train. I mean,
so
you have
just to walk on.
lost quite a bit of health, but if you're good enough with the shooting and the Deadeye, you just
almost walk right off
shooting
again.
the enemies refills your Deadeye, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
So you can just like what they would put on into the other games. But I don't think I could actually recommend Red Dead Revolver. I don't think I ever could do.
I definitely recommend this game still.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Over Gun?
No, in conjunction with Gun. You know, if you're a fan of the Western genre, you know. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to die now.
He double blatted you. You are not getting back on the train now.
I'm going to try.
You can't jump up. Oh my god! Oh, he's on fire! And he didn't fall off. Yeah, boom, bitch.
yeah.
You're doing quite well then, though. I don't know. I just think it's a little bit too clunky. I think it's just a little bit too. It's been refined too much. You know, if this game had never been remade and remodeled into what we have nowadays, then I might go, oh yeah, go back for nostalgic purposes, because you're never going to see it again. Same I would do with Gun.
Yes, yeah.
But the fact that we do have the better games now, even Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Xbox 360, I would definitely highly recommend as an open world experience, and other than this or Gun. But I suppose arcade shooty, if you're into that, you can't go wrong. But unless you fall off a train. Can you get back on before he Molotovs you? Hey, Spider-Man he gets his Molotov out, he's going for it. Oh, he missed. And you can punch him off. Nice. Nicely done. As an arcade game, yeah, you might have fun with this, but you could probably do better with Lethal Enforcers 2. It's definitely better than that Atari game where the two cowboys go back and forth. Breach loader. Oh, in the face. Oh, off he goes.
He brought a knife to a gunfight. Oh no, this is that damn cutscene that I've seen a million times.
Train speeding up. No.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you have to get to the engineer. Oh, that guy got taken out. Can you remember how to...
I didn't make it. This is it. Can I make it to the train before it? No.
These are the frustrating moments of this game, and that's why I can't recommend it now. You do recommend it though, don't you?
Yeah, I do still recommend it, because you can get past these moments in the game. You know, they're a little bit frustrating because you watch the same cutscene over and over again. You watch the same boss fight bit over and over again. It's just like, what am I doing wrong? Like, how do I get past this bit? And it's just like, what? Just like that. Hey, come back.
You know,
it's a long walk to Brimstone. But
you know, if you keep retrying it, you can make some funny videos of it.
the amount of retries.
How-
I mean, I have done this level.
Do you have to roll over? You have to jump.
You have
and
to
roll?
jump and just keep running, but for some reason my character was just like, nah.
I was gonna say, what's the jump button?
Is the A button, yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
I don't know whether it's because that guy was in my
oh,
way. See, yeah,
nice,
just like that.
nice.
And then you just got to avoid those platforms there. And
duck under the other ones. Oh,
Yeah.
can we get to? I want to see you get to the end now. You got me all
I'm
excited.
just going to
now.
run past all the enemies.
Yeah.
Come on, keep making it.
Oh.
What the? I didn't make that one.
Next one. Oh.
Duck, damn it, game.
Oh my god. Oh. He's back on, people. He's back on. We're gonna make it to the end. This is the adventure. Oh,
shooting at me.
come on. They should totally put this in a western. This should have been the Blazing Saddles.
Okay, here we go.
Hit all three of those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jump.
Oh.
Okay, I made it kind of.
Two guys there. Blam.
Oh, come on.
Blam. They look like zombies as well. Is that the double barrel?
think it was.
It's just a shotgun.
It's just a
no,
rifle.
he's still alive.
He's
That
still
one's
alive after all them shots.
Oh no!
No, wait! Oh, what the? Still tripped on it. Duck! Yes, ducked it.
Ducked it. Ducked it.
duck.
Oh,
No,
they took that one to the face. Under half health now. Duck. No.
I don't know
duck.
why he's not ducking.
Engineer, duck.
There we go.
Jump. It's like Mario. Oh my god, here
I
comes
made it to
Bowser.
the end.
Deadeye him into the face.
I think I'm out of Deadeye. For some reason, it's not triggering.
Fire. He's dead. Is he dead?
He's dead. No,
No,
he's not dead.
dead.
What the hell? Oh, I'm hitting the engineer now. Take out that frustration, Red.
Oh my god, that was that was heart-stoppingly clenching. That
It's
was.
low and done yet, though.
Really?
We're about to get attacked by a horseback.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
This train's going so slow. Oh, we're putting on the brakes. So
Right. Okay, we're rescuing everybody. That's. I don't. Like you said, with the controls, trying to duck and jump at the same time just seems so clunky then and
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
You know that when you try to jump over one, you're hitting the next one. And now you just got to take out these
No, it's
horsemen.
literally just 3 minutes of defending the engineer. He was
Wow.
taking some damage from my punches earlier.
Yeah. No, like I said, I think it's just gone past the time of being able to play this anymore. You've got better out there. Definitely go with gun.
Yeah.
I mean, they're never going to actually get better than the Red Dead series, though. I don't think.
No, I mean Red Dead Redemption 2 is an absolute classic, and it was the game I've been waiting for ever since completing Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah.
You know, and it was the only Western game I played in between those games. But you know, if you've played all the other Western games and you missed this one, this is definitely worth going back and having a look at, especially if you're a fan of the Red Dead games. You want to see the roots of what you've come to love and where it all really started. Then you have to check this game out. It's a Rockstar game, you know,
Yeah,
and
it's a Rockstar game.
it's not aged that badly at all. I still think you can get a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment out of this game. If you ever played this game in your childhood or in your youth, you know, I think you'll have a nostalgia for it. And the fact that the game is still now available on modern consoles,
Yeah.
you can definitely go back and experience it again. And enjoy
Kneecapping that guy.
enjoy the humor that's in the game. So yeah, and so with that, I just want to say,
I thought he'd fallen off the horse then, but then sorry, I'm just completely taken over by the excitement of the horse riders coming along. Taking them down.
it's my train.
Getting your inner red out. Oh, red. Boo.
Just wish you could, have
nice.
more. I want to shoot limbs off.
Later, Gary, later
Yeah.
versions, you know, you can run up with a double barrel shotgun and execute somebody right up close and blow their face off. This reminds me, I've got to go fishing today, actually. I've got to pick up some bluegill so I can break it down into some potent predator bait.
See,
and
this
rescue
game cuts
myself a
out all
bear.
that crap of hunting fucking animals.
Oh,
and-
yeah, but it's what you wanted. That's why you went to and was playing it in gun, because that's what you wanted to do.
Come to the Wild West to shoot people, rootin' and tootin' style.
No, that's the point. I need to check on my farm as well and get rid of my cows and do my chickens, my pigs. I need to clean my guns. I need to buy a new gun, actually. I need to buy some new spurs. There's just so much. Rockstar, I hate you. Sometimes I do hate you.
Yeah, living, breathing world.
Yeah.
So with that, I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next Friday with another video game. Of course, new film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, nice. Next up, Brimstone.
Take it easy, everyone.